my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we've done a lot of projections and predictions for 2026 for the royal family, but it occurred to me, let's ask the cards, what are they leaving behind in 2025? What door is closing for them in 2025? So I got this new deck. It's Career and Life Oracle deck, but it really applies to anybody, whether you're retired or you are a royal. It's actually pretty good. So let's ask. I'm going to draw 3 cards for each member. All right. So King Charles, the royals, King Charles. What is leaving him behind in 2025? What is he closing the door on? What is he leaving behind in 2025? And remember, we're in Capricorn season, which is the devil archetype. So it's a fine time to undo something you're addicted to. That's why we innately know that January 1st is resolutions, right? What are we addicted to? Person, place, or thing that we can work on releasing ourselves and leaving behind in 2025. All right. King Charles. Ooh, interesting cut. Reflection. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Well, that's interesting. Take time to revisit the past. Moving up, you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. I really don't know how much higher up we can get. You're increasing your power. Maybe we're going to see him make some very important decisions. Looking, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. I wonder if this has something to do with him doing a co-regency, right? Take time out to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Maybe he has been given a finite amount of time. And so now you're increasing your power and status. Maybe that's being a co-regency and having more free time. He's never had free time in his whole life. In his whole life. His whole adult life. Move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. So what does success mean for him? Playing in his garden all day long? Looking, it's okay to look for better work. So I'm wondering if he's leaving the need. I'm wondering if he's leaving how he ran his monarchy in 2025. And it's okay to have more time to yourself, to live, if you do have a finite amount of time, to fill that how you want. So maybe looking for work could be, maybe he's looking to see how much time he can spend in his garden. Right? To me, that is, if he had a choice, that's what he would do. If he had a choice, I think he would have been a gardener, or, owned some estate and had gardeners, but played in the garden all day long, growing his organic vegetables and whatnot. I think that's what he was more doing. All right, William, or actually Camilla. What's Camilla leaving behind in 2025? On the table, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Ooh, is Camilla gonna get her way? Cultivation, you are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. I don't know if it's growing, or perhaps the growing phase is her getting her way on more things. Water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. Maybe it's time for her to say, I'm the wife and you're stepping back. Movement, you'll make good progress now, and you'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leap forwards are possible. Yeah, look at this is, I think that Camilla's going to be the charge behind um, telling Charles to back down. I really do. And look at this is Year of the Horse, and this one came up for her. I think the progress that she wants and the growth that she wants is to be able to have more say in how many hours Charles works, where he goes, what he does. I think we're going to see her step more up to the plate on that. Okay, William, what are you leaving behind? What are you leaving behind in 2025? What are you leaving behind? So, you know, if we're asking it that way, then Camilla's leaving behind being the quiet mouse and dutiful wife in 2025, and her voice is going to be more heard in 2026. What she wants. William, what's he leaving behind in 2025? Manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and taking inspired action to make it happen. Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. Locked. Work you want may not be in reach right now. You can take a temp position while awaiting an opening. Wow, your new place offers job security. Okay. I think there may be a little bit of manifesting in William's world, whether he knows it or not. And maybe he's manifesting, you know, his dad getting better, or his dad handing over some of the important decisions to him. And he's just making work with what he has right now. But the position that he really wants is locked. That is fascinating. So maybe he kind of gave up on some of the things that he wanted King Charles to do. Catherine, what is she leaving behind? So maybe William's like, well, that didn't work. I'm still locked out of the position. I'm not saying he wants his father to pass away. I think he just wants to be able to step into a really strong monarchy. And maybe he feels like some of the decisions he should be making, the decisions he would like to see happen, are locked away. And I think that probably would have to do more with Harry. Catherine, what is she leaving behind in 2025? Protection. You are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you'll be shown the truth. Wow. Wow, that's all the online. Many choices. You have many options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best. Some of her choices are going to be taken away. Opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. Holy smokes. Very interesting how this is turning out. I don't know, I get a lot of comments that are a little bit too negative about King Charles and you know, and his situation and whatnot. So I'm going to leave a lot of it to your own imagination, I think, sometimes. Okay. Harry. What's Harry leaving behind in 2026? What's Harry, 2025? What's Harry leaving behind in 2025? I almost feel like Catherine has I don't want to say given up. I think that with that opportunity she's leaving behind, perhaps it's because her life is going to take a different direction in 2026. That's what I meant. Education. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. You may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Not kidding. So he's leaving that idea behind about writing a book. Drama. He's leaving behind drama. Beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. Wow, he's leaving the drama behind. New life. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place. And you know what I'm seeing in this is that gossip that he was entertaining a young lady who owns a marijuana store in California. So I think he might be leaving that behind. I think also leaving behind the idea of a fresh start, of coming back to the UK. So he's not going to be writing a book. He's leaving behind the drama, and he's giving up on the idea of starting a new life, possibly with a new interest. All right, Meghan, what is she leaving behind in 2025? What is she leaving behind in 2025? What is she leaving behind in 2025? Innovation. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. Is she leaving behind all the things that she started in 2025? Expression. You need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well at writing, blogging, or career in communication. So she's giving up on that. She's giving up on becoming an Instagram influencer. Yeah. Journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. I think she's giving up on those fake royal tours because, of course, they don't have the money now, do they? They closed down their charity. So that's what she's leaving behind. I think we're going to see a brand new new branding of Meghan. I mean, obviously, she's not going to do any more of the With Love. Obviously, Netflix is not supporting her as ever. Obviously, being an Instagram influencer isn't working. Obviously, being these faux royal tours isn't working. I don't know. We'll wait and see how she rebrands. She's leaving, I think she's leaving as ever and all of that behind. All right, Andrew. Not Andrew, let's do Anne. What's Anne leaving behind in 2025? I don't think life has been extremely easy and pleasant for her. Everything that's going on with the extended family. And plus, I still feel that Anne is struggling with that injury that she had. So perhaps she has like a little bit of dizziness, or maybe she gets quite headachy. Let's see. What's Princess Anne leaving behind in 2025? Flexibility. You'll need to see the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. See, I told you. So she's going to say like, oh, that was a terrible year. Let's just put it away. Frozen. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. I'm wondering if this has something to do with Andrew and Charles, and maybe she's frozen them out because she just can't deal with it, with the darkness anymore. She's like, I've had enough. Stop it. Rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. I'm wondering if we are going, my cards keep telling me Anne will retire. And everybody says, no, she won't. She'll work till her last day like her mother did. And now we're starting to hear her say she won't work past 90. And, other we'll wait and see once William becomes king how active she is as a working royal. I think right now she's doing more for her brother. Maybe she sees the writing on the wall. I think she's kind of going to take the money and run. So if she's putting in the past 2025 all her rewards and keep going and keep growing, if she's putting that in the past, that means I wonder if we're going to hear that she starts winding down. Maybe she just can't take all the maybe now that Andrew's out of the picture. Somebody mentioned I didn't do Tim in the aura, and I get a message he's not interested in allowing any kind of energy. He's got his red velvet rope up pretty good. Same thing with Zara and Mike. Very, very, very few times they're allowing, and you have to honor that, right? You have to honor that. Okay, let's do Sophie. Sophie, what's Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, leaving behind in 2025? I thought for sure the drama one would show up for the Princess Royal. I thought just the drama, just please. She doesn't seem like the one that she entertains fools gladly, does she? Oh, interesting cut. Flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Oh, maybe she has been working with some of her PR people to help the royal family navigate through some of this, because that was her specialty. Education. Okay. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. You may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Maybe she's going to put all of that kind of in the past. She did a lot of traveling this year, like a lot. Freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Look at that. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. I think that specifically explains what she's going through, because it says you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. I think that the fact that her freedom was throttled. I mean, that poor woman, she would go from Canada to Japan to Australia to, she's been all over the world this year. And I think, well, being self-employed, of course, she'll never be self-employed. Time off will help you get clear. I think that, I think we'll see her traveling less in 2026. Okay, Edward. I think she's leaving, like, any idea that she would have to write a book or take a interesting course, or she's leaving. She's like, yeah, I'm 60. I'm just going to enjoy my life. Oh, wonder why I'm fumbling Edwards. What's Edward leaving behind in 2026? What's Edward leaving behind in 2025? There's my reversing numbers all the time. Opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. So I'm going to say that there's an opportunity that he could have been looking at, like an opportunity like the king sells his High Grove stuff. Perhaps they were looking at doing some kind of opportunity. And that goes back to Sophie's too, about, starting your own business. Maybe they were thinking of doing something, especially something that Sophie has done in the past. Offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. I think they may have been looking at a new investment opportunity, and not that they would be merching anything. Perhaps they were looking at something like, what's our legacy? you know, Charles has High Grove. He sells his jams and whatnot there. You know, what can we do? What can we do? And then that would also be something to pass on to the children, right? They can run it. Power position. You're being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. And look at the crown on there. I think Edward has given up trying to help his brother, trying to help Andrew, trying to help the family situation. I think he's kind of given up on that. He's going to leave that behind in 2025. And it's like, do what you want. I'm just going to make life a little bit easier on myself. All right. Should I do Andrew and Sarah? I know they're not royals anymore, but they still are family. Let's see. They actually have big regrets. So let's find out. What are they leaving in 2025? What are they leaving in 2025? What are they leaving? What is Andrew leaving behind in 2025? What is Andrew leaving behind? Oh, look at that. Was interesting. This card wanted to flip. Movement. Ooh, you'll make good progress now and be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. I think he's all movement. This would tell me. It's funny because Camilla got this card, but I'm looking at this as being trampled upon, and the whole big kerfuffle about him moving. He wants to put all that behind him. Perhaps he just wants to be settled in 2026. Drama. There we go. He doesn't want any drama. Beware of troublemakers in the workplace. Well, we're working royal, but he wasn't at the time. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. And new life. Oh, so he's very much like Harry. You may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place. I think he's given up on being anything new. I think he just wants to get rid of the drama. He's going to put the whole Royal Lodge behind him, and he doesn't want to start anew. I think he just wants to go quietly. I think he just wants quiet, leave me alone. I don't want to start anything new. I don't want to, just leave me alone. That's what I'm getting with that. Sarah. What is Sarah leaving behind in 2025? What is Sarah leaving behind in 2025? What is Sarah leaving behind in 2025? Oh, another interesting cut. Oh, on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise or promotion or a step up. Maybe she realizes you have no power here. I think she was asking to move with Andrew, and I think Andrew's actually going to really press forward. But I think what she's leaving behind is realizing she has no power here. Connections. Oh, build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions will set you up for the next opportunity. So she's leaving some of her connections behind in 2025. Like a lot of people have, taken her books off the shelves, canceled podcasts. She's just going to leave all those people behind in 2025. Power position. Oh, isn't that interesting? Same as Edward's. You're being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. She's losing her power position. Perhaps she did have something on the royal family. Perhaps she was protecting Andrew. She realizes she's been thrown. She has no power here at all. I think even her connections with any kind of the royal family are done. And I think she has to leave that behind, whatever little power that she did have. This power position could also be, she was very well known for selling access to the royals and leaving behind her power position that she has no more titles. She can't use those titles anymore. So her demands are gone, her connections are gone, her power, any power that she did have as Duchess of York, it's all gone. So she has to leave that all behind in 2025. All right, thank you very much for watching. Think about, what are you leaving behind in 2025? Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.